following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Starting on Bank Field. We're live from Fargo, North Dakota. It's close to 100 the Astros and Watertown. Doubleheader here, 5 and 7 o'clock are your time. That's right. Alrighty, hi, hello, and welcome. Live here from Fargo, North Dakota on Magnitude Sports. My name is Eric Tionkson alongside my partner Chris. Chris, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing? Nice day up here in Fargo. Cloudy and 59.
Absolutely. It's a chilly one here post-Memorial Day weekend. Not often you see weather like this out on the diamond, but we should be in for a good few games here between the post-400 Astros and post-17 Watertown. It's 4:53 your local time, 5 o'clock scheduled for the first pitch. These two games actually pushed back, originally supposed to be starting at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, but due to some weather rolling through, we had to wait a little bit for the fields to dry up, but it's about time for some baseball. We're going to take a look now at the starting lineups here between Watertown and the Astros, starting off with Watertown. Batting leadoff is going to be Leo Strapp at second base. Blake Davis will be batting second in center field. Nathan Briggs will be on the mound and batting third. Dominic Jones batting fourth in left field. Max Dyla behind the plate, catching and batting fifth. Nolan Adams will be at shortstop, batting sixth. Charles Larson will be the EH, batting seventh, which means we'll have a 10-man lineup. Dane Martin over at the hot corner, third base, batting eighth. Carter Schmidt out in right field, batting ninth. And then your 10th hitter, Dane Plunkett over at first. And for the Astros, Nick Hasbargen is going to be leading things off over in left field. Jackson Ammerman is going to be pitching and batting second. Colby Nissen, out in right field, batting third. Andre Work over at first base, batting cleanup. Ashton Renas over at third, batting fifth. Caleb Christensen at shortstop, batting sixth. Carson Bevel at second, batting seventh. Malachi Weremeyer catching and batting eighth. And rounding things off, Demarion Semenko out in center field and batting ninth. Take a look now at the Watertown team. A lot of them dressed appropriately for the weather. You can see one of the players out there donning a hoodie, and I certainly can't blame him. It is a cold and breezy one out at Starry on Bank Field. Should be interesting to see how this wind impacts these two teams hitting. Winds earlier today were in the 20s for miles per hour, and might we see some more of that wind here breeze through as we head on into the evening. It's 4:55 now, about 5 minutes before first pitch. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, starting lineups and opening pitch. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's
signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
All right, we rejoin you here from Starion Bank Field in Fargo, North Dakota. Looks like coaches are meeting around the plates with the umpires here. We had introductions for the Watertown lineups over the PA, and we'll see if we can get the Astros introductions in as well. Or if we're just going to jump right in, as I'm taking a look down at the third base dugout. Looks like some of those Watertown hitters are already ready to go, getting a few warm-ups in. For those of you just joining us, we'll run back the lineups here for you one more time for Watertown. Batting off is going to be Leo Strapp over at second. Blake Davis in center field batting second. Nathan Briggs on the mound and batting third. Dominic Jones will be batting cleanup in left field. And we'll take it down to the field for the Astros lineups.
Leading off will be number 15 in left field, Nick Hasbargen. Batting second and pitching in game one for the Astros, number 8, Jackson Ammerman. Batting third, number 16 in right field, Colby Essen. Batting fourth, number 9, first baseman, Andre Work. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 11, Ashton Reedus. Batting sixth will be the shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen. Batting seventh will be the second baseman, number 22, Carson Bevel. Batting eighth and catching, number 2, Malachi Larameyer. And batting ninth will be the center fielder, number 4, Demarion Semenko. And the rest of the Astros, number 1, Max Kirkeby, number 5, Owen Shannon, number 12, Jack Demers, number 13, Chase Laura, number 17, Gunnar Majerus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please stand.
All right, well, there you have it. Those are your starting lineups. We're going to cut away from the national anthem for copyright reasons, and we'll be right back with the first pitch right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Alrighty, national anthem in the books. Let's get this show on the road. Once again, it is Watertown Post 17 and the Post 400 Astros. 5 o'clock, your scheduled time for the first pitch, as the weather from this weekend has now moved along. I'm sure those of you that were in town yesterday saw the show, and when I say show, I mean storm that rolled through, and maybe a few concerns that this game wouldn't be played today, but thankful that we're out here to get on the diamond as we kick off summer, even though doesn't really feel like it. As my partner Chris was saying, 59 degrees and very windy out.
Hey, I'll take it. Could be worse.
Absolutely. Could be worse indeed. I don't know about you, but I'd rather be a little bit chilly than a little bit too hot. You can see a few shots of the starting pitcher for the Astros, Jackson Ammerman, warming up. Once again, it's Ammerman versus Briggs. That's the battle on the mound here, the two starters for game one. And the first 3-2 up for Watertown, Leo Strapp, Blake Davis, and the aforementioned Nathan Briggs. Probably a few more warm-up pitches here, and we'll get this show on the road. Of course, been following Post 400 thus far throughout their early season activities, and one thing that we were very fortunate to cover most of was the Blue versus White series, and that one was won by Team Blue. 3-2 your final in that series. We had a few more good games on Friday.
Number 8.
And here we go.
Baseman Leo Strap.
Let's play ball. It's Leo Strap stepping in and leading things off. And we will fix that 4 on the scoreboard as the first pitch comes in, and it's taken for strike 1 by Strap.
At 5:02, temperature 59 degrees, northwest winds 15 to 20.
So 0-1 the count to the leadoff man. Second pitch on the way, and he gets a swing out of Strap for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count. Ammerman out on top in the count. And the look to finish him off right here. Ammerman from the windup, and he misses outside. That fastball can't quite get the chase. 1-2 the count. Off-speed pitch, got him looking, strike 3. There's your first out of the inning. Strap goes down on strikes. Hang up a backwards K.
Center fielder Blake Davis.
That'll bring up Blake Davis. First pitch on the way to Davis, and it's a fastball missing high and outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. On the way, and that fastball missing low. Hitters count at 2-0. I'd like to give a shout out to Mike for getting the scoreboard situated as that pitch comes in for a strike. 2-1 the count. Ammerman trying to get back into this at-bat. From the windup, his fastball inside for a ball. Davis now 1 ball away from being the first base runner of the game for post 17 Watertown. The 3-1 inside and ball 4. Davis will walk, and there's your first base runner.
Batting third, number 7, the pitcher, Nathan Briggs.
Here's the pitcher, Nathan Briggs. Pitcher v. pitcher, as we like to always say in our broadcasts. And we'll see which one comes out on top in round 1. Ammerman steps off the mound, gives his palms a lick. Sort of like a quarterback. You see them do that sometimes before taking the snap. Now the first pitch, fastball outside. 1-0 to Briggs. Davis getting a decently sized lead over at first. A nice secondary lead as the pitch comes in, bouncing in the dirt for ball 2. Dominic Jones, the cleanup man on deck. Ammerman's pitch on the way, in for strike 1, 2-1 the count. From the stretch he works, and he gets a big chop right there out of Briggs, and the count now even. Gotten a few swinging strikes thus far, Ammerman has. 6 total strikes he's thrown out of his 13 pitches, and pitch number 14 could result in out number 2. Pitch on the way, and it's high and tight. Briggs leans back to avoid it. Full count at 3-2. Briggs will step out of the box, collect a few thoughts, and settle on back in for the payoff pitch. On the way, and it's just fouled off. Decently sounding, but it carries out of play, and the count remains where it is. Now a pickoff throw back over to first base. Not quite quick enough on the draw Ammerman was, as Davis slides in safely. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard on the ground over toward short. Christensen fields it. Could be 2. Over to first base, and they got him. 2 outs for the price of 1. And that's going to do it for the top of the first. 1 on, No runs, no hits, no errors, and that's going to do it. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Top of the order due up for the Astros right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. And we're back. Bottom of the first. Top of the order due up for the Astros. It's Nick Hasbargen, Jackson Ammerman, and Colby Nissen. They're going to be facing off against Nathan Briggs, who you see warming up out on the mound right now. We already saw Briggs once in the box, and we'll see what he has here on the bump. 0-0 your score, a de facto 1-2-3 inning, if you will. There was a walk mixed in there, but the Astros were able to turn right around and get the double play ball to get out of the inning. And here we go. It's Nick Hasbargen settling in for the first at-bat of the game for the Astros. Briggs will operate out of the stretch. First pitch on the way, and it's in for strike one. Nice looking fastball, painting the outside part of the zone. Interesting to see Briggs work out of the stretch with no runners on. That's not something you see too often out of starters, but we'll say as someone that pitched exactly one baseball game in my life, that is how I preferred to do it. Everyone has their own tastes and preferences, as that one is fouled off to make the count a quick 0-2. Hasbargen will settle back in and might want to shorten up his swing a tiny bit, facing a pitcher's count. 0-2 from Briggs. And that one missing low, taken in the dirt for a ball. A lot of coaches will say you can waste a pitch on an 0-2 count. That might have been what Briggs was doing right there, trying to get the chase, and he'll get back to work. 1-2 on the way. Taken low for a ball two. So two straight low pitches by Briggs. Maybe trying to see if Hasbargen is in for a game of golf here, trying to swing down low. Count now even. That fastball just missing inside. Umpire likes it for a ball. Full count at 3-2 after an 0-2 start. Hasbargen has battled his way back in. Payoff pitch. Taken, and he's going to take his base. So what an at-bat by Nick Hasbargen to start things off for the Astros. One up and one on.
The pitcher, number 8, Jackson Ammerman.
Here comes Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman, Nissen, and then Andre Work, the 3-2 up. First pitch to Ammerman, and Ammerman drives that one out towards left field, towards Dominic Jones, and it's going to drop for a base hit. First hit of the game for the Astros. It's a single, and that puts 2 on.
Batting third, number 16, the right fielder, Colby Nissen.
That brings up Colby Nissen, and already here in the bottom of the first, the Astros threatening. Hasbargen over at second, Ammerman over at first. And a big leadoff for Hasbargen over at second base as the first pitch comes in, taken for strike one. A nice pitch by Briggs, finding that far lower corner. For a lot of hitters, that is their least favorite spot to try and go get the ball. To reach out and get down low, hard to drive it. Checking the runner now will fire back. He was privy to that big lead, and a dangerous slide right there by Hasbargen. Did not quite reach the base right away, but was able to get back safely. Maybe a nervy moment there for the Astros. That would have certainly been a momentum-killing play potentially. Instead, the count is 0-1. Pitch on the way and hit hard in the ground and foul. Nissen facing a quick 0-2 count. Briggs looking for out number 1. And he almost got it right there. Nice job by Nissen to get a piece of it. He fouls it back into the backstop. A little bit of work there for Work to go get that ball. Another 0-2 on the way. Nissen hits that one hard out towards left field. Jones drifting back, can't quite make the catch. Runners are going to advance. It's going to drop for a hit for Colby Nissen. Being waved home is Hasbargen, and he's going to be in standing up for the first run of the game. Astros on top 1-0. It's a 1-run double for Colby Nissen.
Batting fourth, number 9, first baseman, Andre Work.
That'll bring up Andre Work. 1-0 here for post 400. 1 run coming across in the bottom of the first. Now 2 hits thus far for the Astros, and threatening for more runs with 0 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Work, and he watches that one go upstairs for a ball. Here's the 1-0. That one catching the outside part of the zone. Even count 1 apiece. 13 pitches thus far for Nathan Briggs. 5 balls and 8 strikes. Watertown looking for out number 1. 1-1. Fastball coming in and chopped in the ground, foul. 1-2 the count. Work will settle back in. One, 2 on the way. And swing through for strike 3. Andre Work goes down on strikes. That's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout and your first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, number 11, third baseman, Ashton Renas.
That brings up Ashton Renas. Renas has got 1 down and runners on second and third. Nissen over at second, Ammerman over at third. First pitch, and Renas takes it, missing the zone just barely for a ball. 1-0. Briggs from the stretch. His pitch inside for ball 2. Renas with a hitter's count. And as I do every so often on these broadcasts, I will explain why things are called the way they are. I'll admit I don't know why it's called from the stretch when a pitcher pitches like that. That'll be a mystery I'll try and get to the bottom of in between innings here as that pitch comes in for ball 3. And I'll Be sure to type it up on my phone now so I don't forget. Those of you that tuned in last time, I explained why the catcher's gear is called the tools of ignorance, and I'll explain that after this pitch comes in. For those that missed it, it's fouled off. But it was a phrase that was coined by an old catcher. When I say old, I mean 1920s old. To be honest, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it's supposed to be an ironic twist of words because catchers are supposed to be amongst the smartest players on the field, but they also have to be not so smart to be playing a position that requires all that protective equipment, as that is a hard grounder over towards short, and a run is going to score. Ammerman helps his own cause by touching home, and it's 2-0. Renus is going to be safe over at first, as that's going to be an error charge to not Valley City, Watertown. 2-0 your score here in the bottom of the first. Runners on the corners now for Caleb Christensen. That one is going to be popped up way up, and it's going to be hunted down and caught by Dane Martin, the third baseman, for out number 2.
Batting 7, the second baseman, number 22, Carson.
So a nice
Bevel.
result right there for Watertown, the pop out. The runners will hold up at where they were at, and it's 2 down for Carson Bevel. 2 runs coming across in the bottom of the first. Not a bad result for post 400. And I'm sure they'll be itching to try and get a few more here with runners on the corners. First pitch into Bevel, and he takes it for strike 1. One on the way to Bevel, and he watches that one go by. Count now even. 2 hits and 1 error thus far in the inning. Number 7 man Bevel in the box right now. As the runner takes off, the pitch comes in, and it's taken for a ball, and heading on over to second with a stolen base is Ashton Renus. So now 2 in scoring position. Base hit might score 2 and double the lead for the Astros. Count at 2-1. 2-1, hit hard up the middle and getting through the hole for a base hit. And it is going to double the lead for the Astros. Being waved home is Renus, and he is going to get in sliding safe. It's 4-0. It's a 2-run double for Carson Bevel. Strong bottom of the first continues for the Astros.
2, the catcher, Malachi Weremeyer.
Here comes Malachi Weremeyer, the number 8 hitter, and for post 400, 2 more base runners, and they'll bat around in the first. Bevel over at second for Weremeyer. First pitch on the way to the catcher, and he checks his swing. The umpire liked it for a strike anyways. 0-1 the count. Briggs checking the runner over at second. Taking a long, nice look at Bevel. Now the pitch on the way. Popped up high, very high, carrying out towards that outfield grass. We'll see who calls for it. And it's going to drop in between all 3 of them. Being waved home is Bevel, and it's 5-0. The Astros continue to pounce in inning number 1.
Batting 9.
Hit number 4 for post 400.
Center fielder, Demarion Semenko.
That brings up Demarion Semenko. Semenko, the number 9 hitter, so all of the batters will hit here in the bottom of the first for the Astros. He's got Malachi Weremeyer over at first base after his RBI single. First pitch on the way, and it's taken for a ball. Here's the 1-0 as the runner takes off for second. Taken for a strike and a head-first slide by Weremeyer. He's in with a stolen base. 1-1 with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Semenko settles back in. Briggs will kick and fire as the runner takes off for third, and he's in sliding again. 2 stolen bases for Malachi Weremeyer. Now just 90 feet away from scoring. The count 2-1. 2-1, and it's hit hard on the ground, and it's going to be called foul. Would have gotten him out, but just crossing over that white chalk. Weremeyer heads back over to third, and Semenko will head back into the box. 2-2 the count. Boy, we've seen Weremeyer steal 2 bases already this at-bat, but something tells me we won't see a third. That would be bold to say the least. 2-2 with 2 down. And the pitch hard on the ground over towards short. Adams fields it over to first base, and a nice stretch over at first by Plunkett. That's going to do it here for the first inning. 5 runs come across for post 400 as they strand 1. 4 hits, 1 error. 5-0 Astros lead. Top of the second coming up right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
And we're back here at Starion Bank Field. 5-0 your score. Astros with a strong bottom of the first, and as promised, I've got at least a tentative explanation for why it's called pitching from the stretch. If Reddit is to be believed, there's 2 parts to a typical pitching motion, the windup and the stretch. The entire motion of turning sideways, towing the rubber, lifting arms above your head, and beginning to lift your legs is the windup. Once your leg is in the air, the throwing motion towards home is the stretch. Pitching from the stretch skips the windup part, and that's why it's called pitching from the stretch. So there you have it. A little baseball 101 here on Magnitude Sports. The more you know. And due up here for Watertown, as you can hear Mike do the jingle in the background. It's going to be Dominic Jones, Max Dyla, and Nolan Adams, the 3 due up for Watertown in the top of the second. And they've got a 5-run deficit that they're staring in the face. But part of the order due up could be some strong candidates to help cut into this lead. Here is Dominic Jones.
For Watertown, batting 4th in the order is number 10, left fielder Dominic Jones.
Jones, a righty, will face off against Ammerman. And the first pitch, fastball taken for strike 1. Ammerman with only 16 pitches in the first inning. Not too much wear and tear on his arm. That double play probably helped him out a little bit, as the second pitch, a breaking ball. Nice one in for strike 2. Ammerman out ahead on the count. 0-2 on the way. And he got him swinging. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 1 out. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That'll bring up Max Dyla.
Batting 5th, number 20, catcher Max Dyla.
Dyla has the bases empty with 1 away. First pitch on the way to the catcher, and he bloops that one, carrying out towards the outfield grass, and it's going to drop. First hit of the day for Watertown, and it's Max Dyla with the single.
Batting 6th,
Here comes Nolan Adams, and now as a broadcaster, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I don't have to worry about jinxing any no-hitters after both teams notching a hit. Looks like we will have a courtesy runner as well. It's going to be a Max for Max swap. Max Flatten will come in and run for Max Dyla. Here's Nolan Adams, the shortstop. Made a nice play over at short to end the first inning. And he takes the first pitch for strike one. One away for him with a runner on first. And of course that runner, Max Flatten. Oh, 1. Swung through for strike two. A big chop right there from the shortstop. Another quick 0-2 count. Adams will settle back into the box quickly. Ammerman's pitch on the way, and it's fouled off the other way. Adams will stay alive. Now Ammerman working from the stretch, and his pitch getting past the catcher, taking off for second, and getting in standing up is Flatten. He advances on the passed ball. 1-2 the count. That gives Watertown a little bit of breathing room. They don't have to worry about grounding into another inning-ending double play unless, of course, the improbable happens as that pitch is taken for a ball. And I say that because I actually ended up jinxing a team, I believe it was Davies softball, pretty badly last year. They were playing against Cheyenne. There was a runner on second with only one down, and I had said it would be practically impossible for a double play to happen, and sure enough, it was a double play to end the inning as that pitch is taken inside for ball three. Now, I've had my fair share of broadcaster jinxes throughout my time here, but I think that one has to take the cake. Full count at 3-2. And it's going to be grounded slightly over towards third. Renas picks it up and fires over to first for out number 2. 2 down as the runner Flatten will advance to third base.
Batting seventh, number 26, the extra hitter, Charles Larson.
So here's Charles Larson. 2 down with a runner over at third. Good chance here for Watertown to get a run back. First pitch to the extra hitter, and he takes it high and away for strike one. Oh, 1 on the way. Off-speed pitch dropped in nicely for strike two. And throughout this game thus far, Ammerman's done a nice job getting out ahead of these hitters. He's got another 0-2 count. He'll look to put away Larson right here. 0-2, and that one taken outside a fastball. Nice job by Weremeier to knock that one down. And Larson will live to see another pitch. The 1-2. Fastball low and away for a ball. Hammerman trying to get a few chases, and he'll settle back to work on a 2-2 count with 2 down. From the stretch, his pitch on the way and taken. Ball 3, full count. Nice patience by Larson. Already saw one hitter come back from an 0-2 count to reach base. Might we see another right here? Payoff pitch. Chopped in the ground. Charging over from third is going to be Renas. He scoops it and fires, and there's your third out. Ground out, that's going to do it for the top of the second. As Watertown notches their first hit, they leave one on base. It's 5-0. Still your score here as we approach the bottom of the second. Astros looking to add on to their lead. We'll see if they can do just that right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
And we're back. It's going to be Nick Hasbargen, the leadoff man, leading things off here in the bottom of the second, as he takes the first pitch for a ball. And Hasbargen, 0-for-0, he took a walk his first time up. One-0 on the way to the leadoff man, as that one is fouled straight back into the backstop to even the count. Top of the order, Hasbargen, Ammerman, and Colby Nissen, the 3-2 up. For Nathan Briggs, unofficially sitting on 34 pitches in the game. We'll see what 35 has in store. As he works once again from the stretch. His pitch took a weird bounce off the catcher, and it'll just easily and lightly drift over towards that third base dugout. It's 2-1. 14 balls and 21 strikes for Briggs thus far. We are just over a half hour into this game. 31 minutes since the first pitch, and that one got him. Hasbargen is hit. He'll take his base. And as players like to say ever so often, he's going to wear it. No wiping it off or anything. Here comes Jackson Ammerman, who singled his first time up. A little flare out towards left field. He's got a runner on with 0 outs. Now the catcher Dyla going to step in front of the plate. Maybe have a word or two with his pitcher. Settle back into his crouch. First pitch to Ammerman as the runner takes off for second. Throw on the way in, not in time. Head first slide. Hasbargen steals second. Count is at 1-0 as that pitch was ruled a ball. Some more danger looming here for the Astros. Briggs checking the runner. Pitch on the way, outside for a ball. 2-0 to Ammerman. Third pitch of the at-bat on the way, and it's knocked down by the catcher Dyla. Hitters count at 3-0. Ammerman one pitch away from walking. Colby Nissen on deck. 3-0. We'll see if we can get a swing out of Ammerman here as the runner takes off for third, and it's taken for ball 4. And a slide to boot by Hasbargen. That puts runners on the corners. Ammerman reaching base for the second time today. Here's Colby Nissen, who's 1-for-1 with a double. Brought home the first run of the game for the Astros, and now looks like we're going to have a conference out on the mound, and we'll see if it's the type of conference that results in a change of pitchers. And it looks like that might be the case. A quick meeting on the mound, 5-0 your score. Astros with 5 in the bottom of the first, and they're threatening for more right here. It's Hasbargen over at third, Jackson Ammerman over at first. Colby Nissen settling into the batter's box. Andre Work and Ashton Renas, the 2-2 up after that. You can see them exchanging a few words, and looks like maybe that they will keep Briggs out there for a little bit more. Briggs only on 41 pitches, so I have to imagine they like to keep him out there for just a little bit more. Work through a few innings. And it looks like that's going to be the case. So Briggs will stay on the bump, and we're back to work here. 5-0 your score. 0 outs. Runners on first and third. That That second base open for the taking should Ammerman want it, and I think Briggs knows that. Took a long, hard look at him, and there he goes, taking off. And he's going to be in standing up, so another stolen base for the Astros. Pitch ruled a ball as well, so it'll be 1-0, and it's like a gang of thieves over here. A lot of stolen bases for post 400. One-0 from Briggs. His pitch driven hard out towards left field, but carrying foul. That wind is going to do him no favors as it pushes the ball further and further out of play. Count even. Wind blowing over towards that third baseline, so for a lot of these righty pull hitters, not going to help them out at all. 1-1. Outside for a ball. Nice job by Dial to snag that one. Might have just saved them a run. Hasbargen over at third, ready to pounce should any ball get past. Two 2-1 on the way to Nissen. That one popped up high, very high. And out of play, another foul ball. Count now even at 2 apiece. This at bat on my phone scorecard looking like a very mixed bag of a report card. BF, BF, as in ball, foul, ball, foul. See if that pattern continues on the 2-2. Breaking ball, and that one fouled off. So another foul ball. Count remains where it is. Nice little battle between Nissen and Briggs. Deep breath, another pitch on the way from the stretch, and it's taken fastball inside to fill up the count. Full count at 3-2. Should Nissen walk, that would load the bases for the cleanup man, Andre Work. Briggs's payoff pitch on the way and taken high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Here comes Andre Work, who's 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. And as this sport continues to evolve and lineup configurations change seemingly every year, the stats nerds will tell you where you should put your best hitters, and the cleanup spot, still a good spot for a power hitter, as that one is hit hard down the line and fair. That's going to score at least one, as Hasbargen will come in. Being waved home is Ammerman, and being waved home is Nissen. That's going to be a bases clearing double for Andre Work. It's 8-0. That one hit hard down the line and exactly where he needed it to be.
Third baseman number 11, Ashton Reedus.
Here comes Ashton Reedus. Reedus 0 for 1, reaching on an error his first time up. Now we'll get that scoreboard fixed for you here. Not sure why it awarded Watertown the 3 runs. It's 8-0 your score after that 3-run double from Work. Count is 0-1 to Reedus. That pitch taken for a ball to even the count. 1-1 to Ashton Reedus. Pitch on the way and just fouled back for strike 2. Reedus looking at a 1-2 count. And seemingly all the run buttons not working on the stream deck right now. We'll try and get that fixed as best we can here when we get the opportunity. The 1-2 pitch through the hole for a base hit, and looks like we might want to add another run to the scoreboard here as Work is going to be waved home. Play at the plate, and he slides in head first. Helmet coming off. It's a 1-run double for Ashton Reedus, and it's 9-0.
Shortstop, Caleb Christensen.
That'll bring up Caleb Christensen. So once again, 9-0, and presumably between innings, I will take a look at that and try and get that resolved. Once again, 9-0, 4 coming across here for the Astros in the bottom of the second. They've still got all 3 outs to work with. Christensen 0 for 1. He flew out towards the infield his first time up. He's got Renas over at second after his double. And the first pitch is taken for a ball, 1-0. I think I know exactly what happened now. Accidentally hit the top of the second on the stream deck instead of bottom. Well, in between innings, I will get that figured out. Thankfully, though, that's just an error on my part and not some weird glitch in the system, as Christensen gives that one a ride out towards left field, and that one getting past the left fielder. Renas is going to be meandering on over to third base, and he'll hold up. Runners on second and third for the Astros. Call that one a double.
Second baseman, Carson Bevel.
Here comes Carson Bevel, who's 1 for 1 with a double of his own. That one coming back in the first inning. He's got 2 in scoring position. Be prepared. I'm going to try and switch it to the bottom of the second. Get ready. There might be some music coming in. Unless I can just fix it manually on the stream deck. Is a big chop right there from Bevel for strike 1. And I got it. So who says critical thinking can never be used in the real world? Runs now properly awarded. It's 9-0 once again for post 400. As it's now an 0-2 hole for Bevel. No outs for him with 2 in scoring position. He's looking at a pitcher's count. Pitch on the way from Briggs. It's chopped over towards short. They'll check the runner over at third. Throw on the way over to first, and getting past and now being waved home is Renas. Renas is going to make it a 10-0 ball game, and sliding it head first, his helmet coming off. Bevel is safe at second. So 5 in the bottom of the first, 5 in the bottom of the second for the Astros. Their bats have roared to life here in Fargo, North Dakota. Be officially charged as an error on the scoreboard. Runners on first and third, as that one is going to be popped up high over towards third. And the squeeze is put on for the first out of the inning. Dane Martin making the play over at third base. 1 down.
Center fielder, number 4, Demarion Semenko.
Here comes Demarion Semenko. As Wehrmeyer flies out. Semenko 0 for 1 with a ground out coming back in the first inning. First pitch and a chop from Semenko for strike 1. It's 2 runners on for Semenko. Pitch swung through, swinging from the knees like Reggie Jackson. 0-2 the count. Somewhere Mr. October is smiling. Oh-2 from Briggs. And that one missing low. Taking off for home is going to be Christensen, and he's in standing up. It's 11-0. The Astros continue to flex their muscles. Count at 1-2 to Semenko. Runner Bevel will head over to third as well. One-two from Briggs. Upstairs for a ball, even count. From the stretch, the 2-2. Inside, Semenko sliding back to avoid that one. Full count at 3-2, a payoff pitch upcoming. If you're Watertown, I'm sure you'd love to get out number 2 right here, whether it be via strikeout or even just putting one out in the field. Payoff pitch. Taken for strike 3. Briggs got him. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and that's your second out of the inning. That brings up Nick Hasbargen with 2 down, and a runner over at third. Hasbargen walking both his times up. He's 0 for 0. He's got just a few more to challenge my personal best from 8th grade. 0 for 0 with 5 walks as that pitch is going to be taken for ball 1. And taking off for home is Bevel. Did they get the tag? No. Bevel is safe. It's 12-0. Close play at the plate there. Looks like they nearly got him. But Bevel's slide is good for another run. Hasbargen will take the pitch for ball 1. On the way. That one inside, nearly hitting Hasbargen. But he'll take it for ball 2. On the way. Hasbargen hits it hard over towards third. Nice play by Martin. Throw on the way and can't quite get the stretch. That one's going to get past, and now heading over to second is going to be Hasbargen, and he's in standing up. So Nick Hasbargen, interestingly enough, now reached base 3 times, but he'll officially be 0 for 1 in the scorebook. That'll be ruled as an error. And now we're going to have another meeting out on the mound, and that might be it for Nathan Briggs. As the coach comes in, Briggs with 66 pitches on the day, 30 balls and 36 strikes, and it looks like that is going to be just the case. So we'll get a new pitcher out here, number 26, which is going to be Charles Larson. So the extra hitter coming in to pitch for Watertown, and he'll get a few warm-ups in. While he does that, we'll take a quick break and be right back. It's 12-0 Astros with the dominant start. Back with more baseball right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
And we're back. Larson getting his warm-ups in and ready to face the next man up, Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman 1 for 1 with a single and then a walk in this ball game. He's got Nick Hasbargen over at second base 2 down here for the Astros. Scoring 5 in the bottom of the first and 7 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch missing low and away for a ball to Ammerman. Ammerman, who will presumably see back out on the mound for inning number 3 of pitching as well. 1-0 on the way. That one bouncing in the dirt. Taking off for third is going to be Hasbargen, and he's in standing up. Hitters count at 2-0 to Jackson Ammerman. And for the second straight inning, the Astros have batted around as well. Something worth noting, as that one, a breaking ball, just couldn't quite break back into the zone. Count 3-0. Larson from the stretch. Breaking ball missing inside, ball 4. Ammerman walks on 4 pitches. Runners on the corners for the next man up, Colby Nissen.
Right fielder Colby Nissen.
Nissen 1 for 1, doubling his first time up, and then took a walk in his previous AB. Yes, technically it would be his previous PA, as I've said so many times throughout my time here. Walk does not officially count as an at-bat because, well, whenever they sat down and invented baseball and invented stats, they did not want taking a walk to necessarily hurt your batting average. That one, a high fly ball carrying out towards left center field. We'll see if it drops in the gap, and it does. It's going to be extra bases. Scoring is Hasbargen from third. Being waved home from first is Jackson Ammerman. He's in standing up, and it's a 2-run double. Colby Nissen with the second double of the game. 2 more will score, and it's 14-0. Here comes Andre Work. And Work was the one who really got things started here in the bottom of the second. A bases clearing double for him his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with that double and then a strikeout. First pitch, Work will take for ball 1. Now 8 hits on the game for the Astros here through 2 innings. I guess technically 1.2 innings as they score it in baseball. That one is hit high, drifting out towards the outfield, and now maybe settling back in. A hard one to calculate with the wind. It's going to drop, and Nissen's going to score from second. It's 15-0.
Third baseman Ashton Renas.
They're going to score that one as a hit, so it'll be an RBI single for Andre Work, his second of the game. Second hit of the game, I should say, to be more specific. And the first pitch, Renas will take for a ball, and taking off for second is Work. 1-0 to Ashton Renas, who's 1 for 2. He has reached base twice, an error and then a double. Larson working from the stretch. He'll check the runner. His pitch on the way, and it's tipped foul. Straight back to even the count. Count even at 1 apiece to Renas. Larson deals. His pitch missing low for a ball, 2-1. Larson again from the stretch. Swung through for strike 2. Got Renas to chase there. Even count. Larson 1 pitch away from ending the second. 2-2 with 2 down and 1 on second. On the way and hit hard and foul, and my goodness. Warning shot over towards the dugout. That'll wake you up. I gotta say, that might be the hardest hit ball all game long that we've seen, and directed right towards that dugout. And that fence is nice, but it does not cover everything. Another 2-2. Taken low and away for a ball. Full count. And it's one thing if you're a fielder to be dealing with a line drive like that, because you're out there and ready for a hit at any moment's notice, but out in the dugout, really make sure you're paying attention, as that one is also fouled off. Carrying out of play. That's certainly one way to make sure that everyone on the bench is paying attention. That foul ball keeps the count where it is. Another payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground over toward short. Going to be a tough play. Nice job to knock it down by Adams. Renus is going to be safe over at first. It puts runners on the corners.
Shortstop, Caleb Christensen.
That could have very well saved a run here as it brings up Caleb Christensen. Hit number 10 for the Astros. Single for Renus, his second hit of the game. Christensen 1 for 2, flying out, and then a double his last time up. That one hits softly over towards the pitcher. Heading home, we'll see if the throw is on time, and it is not. Scoring his work, and it's 16-0. Now 11 runs here in the bottom of the second for the Astros. Here comes Carson Bevel. Bevel's got runners on first and second. 1 for 2, a double, and then reaching on an error his last time up. He's looking at a 1-0 count. Second pitch on the way, missing inside. Bevel takes for ball 2. Two and 0. Larson deals, and a big chop by Bevel for strike 1. We've seen him with a few big swings already. That bat, coming out of his hand. Does have that extra base pop in him, like we saw in his first at bat. 2-1. Taken for ball 3. Larson working from the stretch once again. He checks the runner over at second. Pitch on the way. Inside, ball 4. Bevel walks. Bases loaded. Looks like it's going to be Malachi Weremeyer due up next, as he will take off some of the protective equipment from his catcher position. Tosses the bat aside and will step on in. Weremeyer 1 for 2, singling and then flying out his last time up. He's got the bases juiced with 2 down. First pitch to the catcher and a big swing for strike 1. Sounded like he just got a piece of that, but irrelevant as it goes down as an 0-1 count. Second pitch on the way from Larson, fouled straight back, quick 0-2. Pitcher's count here, Larson is working with, looking for out number 3 and trying to send this game to the top of the third. The 0-2 popped up and carrying foul. One's going to drift and hit the top of the fence, actually. 1 in a million foul ball right there as it bounces straight off the top. Count remains where it is. That fence out down the line, dividing the playing field from the bullpen. And sometimes spectators like to prop up and set up shop over there, and thankfully no one over there. Might have been in for a surprise themselves, as that one is flared out towards center, sliding in and can't quite make the catch. That's going to drop for Weremeyer, as looks like Renus and Christensen are going to score. It's 18-0. 2 more runs come across for the Astros. Their strong inning continues. That brings up Demarian Semenko. Runners on the corners for Semenko. Semenko 0 for 2, grounding out. And a strikeout as that one is hit hard back towards the pitcher. One more run is going to come across as Bevel touches home. 19-0. Man, another hard hit ball, another warning shot. Hit number 12 for the Astros. Runners on first and second for the leadoff man, Hasbargen. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Hasbargen 0 for 1, walking twice and then reaching on an error his last time up. Second pitch up the middle and getting through the hole for a base hit. Hasbargen with his first hit of the game, and being waved on home is Weremeyer. He's in standing up. RBI single, and it's 20-0.
Pitcher, Jackson Ammerman.
Here comes Jackson Ammerman. Runners on first and second for him. He's 1 for 1, singling and then walking twice. First pitch on the way. A big chop for strike 1 from Ammerman. Semenko over at second. Hasbargen over at first. That pitch taken for a ball to even the count. Here's the 1-1. Popped up high, carrying out towards the outfield. And getting underneath it for out number 3. That's Dominic Jones, and that's going to do it for the second inning, and a very high-scoring second inning for the Astros. 15 come across. It's 20-0 as you head towards the top of the third. We'll be right back with the top of the third right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back. Top of the third. It's 20-0 for the Astros. It's going to be Dane Martin settling in to start off the third inning. Martin settling in for his first at-bat of the game, and he takes the first pitch Fastball outside for ball one. Second pitch to Martin, swung through for strike one. Count now even. 3-2 up here for Watertown. Dane Martin, Carter Schmidt, then Dane Plunkett. So we get to see both Danes here as that one is flared out towards right field. Giving chase is Nissen, and he makes the catch out in foul territory for out number one.
Batting ninth, number 12, the right fielder, Carter Schmidt.
Here comes Carter Schmidt. Schmidt with the bases empty and one down as that's grounded over towards the pitcher, Hammerman. Underhand toss for out number two. Quick 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Dane Plunkett, the other Dane.
Number 47, Dane Plunkett.
No relation to Jim, at least as far as I know. Former Super Bowl MVP for the Raiders back in his day. Pitch on the way and a big chop right there for strike one. Oh, 1 on the way. And swung through for strike two. Quick 0-2 count to Plunkett. Ammerman looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Pitch on the way, and he got him upstairs. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. That's going to do it for the top of the third.
Watertown goes 3 up and 3 down.
And we'll be right back at the bottom of the third right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
And we're going to take you back right now, actually, is just come in from the press box. Game one now in the books, so 20-0, your final score. The Astros winning it in 3 innings. We're going to wrap things up here for our coverage of game one and get game two for you shortly thereafter. So game one going to post 400. Game two coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit.
Alrighty, hi, hello, and welcome back. It's Game 2. It's Watertown, and it's the host 400 Astros. Game 1 was an Astros romp. Their bats roaring to life. 20-0 your score after 2.5 innings, and we'll see what Game 2 has in store for us here. As you can see, a few warm-ups underway here for Chase Lura, the starter, on the mound for Post 400, and with the innings resolved as well. That was an issue that we had last time here doing the blue and white series, and thankfully we've got Mike on the case right now, and look at that, it's easy as just a simple click. And a few more clicks and a nice guitar riff later, we are ready to go. So here we go. It's going to be Blake Davis leading things off here for Watertown. Blake Davis, Leo Strapp, and Charles Larson, the 3-2 up here in the top of the first. And the first pitch coming into Davis for a strike. Early start here for Game 2. 6:35 your local time. And I was talking with Mike and Chris earlier here before start of the second game. It is very rare that we see Game 2 of the doubleheader start before the scheduled time. And not to mention, if I do some quick math, 25 minutes before the originally scheduled time. Pitch 1-1 and a fastball coming in high. 2-1 the count to Blake Davis. Lura on the mound. Jack Demers the catcher. Gunnar Majerus over at first. Bevel at second. Caleb Christensen at short. Ashton Arenas over at third as the count is even at 2 apiece. And then the outfield from right to left. Max Kirkeby, Nick Hasbargen, and Owen Shannon. So that's how the Astros shape up around the diamond. As that pitch is taken for a ball. Full count 3-2 to Blake Davis. And once we get to the bottom half of the first inning, we'll tell you how Watertown shakes out across the diamond. Payoff pitch got him swinging. First out is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. It's 1 down. Lura gets him to swing. That brings up Leo Strapp. Strapp, as you might have heard over the PA system, will be the starting pitcher for Watertown here in Game 2. Pitcher v. pitcher, and the first pitch, fastball low and away. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in today from wherever you may be, as the 1-0 comes in. 2 balls and no strikes. I know we've got viewers from a few different states here tuning in today. Magnitude reaching all across the country and sometimes even all across the globe. As the 2-0 comes in high for ball 3, we'll be bringing you coverage of NPSL soccer. Dakota Fusion will be facing off against Joy Athletic Club. That match Saturday at 7 o'clock. As Strapp is going to walk on 4 pitches. He'll take his base. First base runner of the game aboard for Watertown. Here's Charles Larson. We're also looking ahead at our schedule. We'll also be traveling down to South Dakota Brookings tomorrow at 1 o'clock for some more coverage of Post 400. They have a 9-inning game out in Brookings, South Dakota, Jackrabbit territory. Larson will take the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. 1-0. Lura working from the stretch. His fastball finding the zone to even the count. Nathan Briggs, the Game 1 starter, on deck for Watertown. 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. Two and 1 the count. Lara working quickly from the stretch. His pitch is going to be flared out towards right field. Easy play for Kirkby, and now trying to get the double play. He got him! Oh my goodness! Max Kirkby turning 2. It's an outfield assist. And that's going to do it for the top of the first. History repeating itself. We saw a double play to end the top of the first in Game 1. And we see it again here in Game 2. 0-0 your score. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, it's Watertown and the Astros. 0-0 your score after another one of those, as I described it, de facto 1-2-3 innings. Getting one out and then a double play to end it. It was an outfield assist by the right fielder, Max Kirkby. And usually when it comes to outfield assists, right field is the most common spot where you see him. A lot of times teams will try and put the outfielder with the strongest arm out in right, and told this story last year, but I'll tell it again because I enjoy telling it. Quite honestly, it's kind of a brag that I was able to see this, but first we'll see the first pitch come in as it's high for a ball. 1-0 to Nick Hasbargen, but one classic example of a right fielder with a strong arm is none other than the great Ichiro, and I actually had the privilege of seeing Ichiro get an outfield assist, that one coming in a game against the Minnesota Twins back in 2010. 2-0 to Hasbargen now, who batted leadoff in Game 1 as well. He was a nice table setter for the Astros, and he's got a hitter's count to work with here. Leo Strapp on the mound. And that one hit right back towards Strapp. Had to get out of the way of it to save his own skin. That's going to be a leadoff single for Nick Hasbargen. One up and one on for the Astros. That brings up Max Kirkby. Here's how Watertown shakes out across the diamond. Leo Strapp on the mound. Nolan Adams making up the battery. He's behind the plate. Blake Davis over at first, Charles Larson at second, Nathan Briggs over at short, Max Dyla over at third base, and then the outfield from right to left, Dane Plunkett, Carter Schmidt, and Max Flatten. Runner taking off for second as the first pitch comes in for a strike and a head-first slide by Hasbargen. He's safe at second. Kirk could be looking at an 0-1 count. Strap now working from the stretch, checking the runner back over at second. His pitch on the way, high and inside for a ball. 1-1 to number 1. It was Kirkaby who had that nice outfield assist that I was just talking about out in right field. And in the past, and last season, we saw him play a little bit of center field as well, and usually batting near the top of the order. 1-1 outside to Kirkaby for a ball. Gunnar Majerus and Jack Demers, the two due up after Kirkaby. 0 outs and a runner on second. 2-1 pitch. It's just nicked foul to even the count. 2-2. Kirkaby will dig back in on the left-hand side of the batter's box. 2-2, and that one behind him. Nice job by the catcher, Adams. Otherwise, that could have been an extra base for Hasbargen. Count is full. And those catchers, sometimes it could be easy to just say that you have to be a wall behind the plate, but you also have to be able to pop up. As it's a check swing, and he got him looking. Strike 3. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout and your first out of the inning. But those catchers, they've got to be spry and nimble too. Not only popping up to throw out runners, but also for pitches like that, you got to be able to pick them out of the sky. Here's Gunnar Majerus. 1 down for him with a runner on second after the strikeout. First pitch, big chop from Majerus for strike 1. You could say Gunnar was gunning for that outfield fence. The 0-1 from Strap. That one missing outside. Nice job by Adams again to knock it down. Now a couple of opportunities where Hasbargen might have been able to advance over, but Adams privy to the task. It's 1-1 to Majerus. Strap's pitch on the way as the runner takes off, and throw on the way. He's in, standing up. It's a stolen base for Nick Hasbargen. That'll be his second steal of the inning. I'm starting to sense a pattern here because I believe that's exactly what happened in Game 1 as well. It's deja vu all over again. 2-1 count, grounded hard over towards short. Should be playable for Briggs. Fire over to first, and a nice job. Nice stretch by Davis over at first. We'll trade a run for an out. It's 1-0 with 1 down. Or excuse me, 2 down.
Number 12, the catcher, Jack Demers.
That brings up Jack Demers. Demers has the bases empty. Astros taking the lead after that ground out. First pitch is swung on by Demers for strike 1. Second pitch on the way from Strap. That one off speed and missing high and outside for a ball. 1-1. Here's the even count dealing. Outside for ball 2. Carson Bevel in the on-deck circle. Should Demers reach base, and that one bouncing toward him for ball 3. Hitters count at 3-1 to Jack Demers, who is stationed behind the plate today over at catcher. 3-1 pitch, grounded, carrying out towards the hole, and it's going to get through for a base hit. A 2-out single for Jack Demers. He'll reach base and bring up Carson Bevel.
Batting fifth, second baseman number 22, Carson Bevel.
A lot of times those are referred to as seeing eye singles, as in the ball sort of has eyes of its own and can see where the gaps are in the infield, and Astros have notched a few of those throughout their about game and 1/7 thus far. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner as well. I'll admit I was a bit too busy with my spiel to catch who exactly that was, but I'll try my best to catch the uniform number. It's number 4, which is going to be Demarion Semenko. So Semenko over at first base. And the first pitch, Bevel takes for strike 1. Semenko on first with 2 down here in the bottom of the first, and it's 1-0 for Post 400. Those of you just joining us, an early start here in Game 2. Game 1 was a Astros romp, 20-0 your final score in that one. 0-1 as the runner takes off, and it's going to be an easy second base taken for Semenko, and he'll hold up there after rounding second. Even count to Bevel. A few warm-up chops in for Carson Bevel. And he'll settle back into the box. Runner in scoring position for him. Strap deals. And that's low in the dirt for ball 2. Knocked down again by Adams. He's had a nice job so far behind the backstop. Strap again. Will deal, and it's fouled off to even the count. 2-2 to 22 with 2 down. And a superstition that at least some players that I know will do with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. They'll say twos and start shaking their hat back and forth while holding it upside down. 2-2 as the runner takes off, and it's fouled straight back. Semenko will have to trot back over to second base. Not sure how widespread of a superstition that is. Of course, baseball, as I've said in the past, is the sport of camaraderie, but it's also the sport of superstition. Another superstition I'm familiar with is you do not want to step on the foul line while walking around, as that's seen as bad luck. 2-2. Runner takes off again, and it's taken inside for a ball. Semenko head first slide, nearly got him, and now he's going to take off for home as the throw gets past, and Semenko is in standing up. 2-0. Bases are empty now with a full count to Bevel. Payoff pitch taken for ball 4. Bevel walks. And the inning will keep on rolling with Caleb Christensen.
Batting 6th, number 6, shortstop, Caleb Christensen.
And the skipper is going to make the long walk out from the dugout over towards the mound. The infield comes in, and we'll see what exactly transpires here. Probably just going to be talking some shop, trying to get the final out here. Bottom of the first, 2-0, the Astros lead. 2 hits for the Astros as well. And a nice shot right there. Maybe some of you lip readers at home can figure out exactly what they're saying. I certainly am not one of them. A lot of nodding going on as well. I always wonder what exactly they're talking about in there. As I've referenced my playing days frequent amount of times on this broadcast, it should probably come with a disclaimer that my playing days entail 8th grade baseball for my school, a lot of Babe Ruth, and that's about it. So I'm not exactly Justin Morneau in the booth here, but I'll try my best to offer insight just based off what I've gathered and observed throughout my time. Baseball has certainly been a part of my life for a very long time. Now we're back to ball. Pitch comes in, and it's going to be taken for a strike to Christensen, 0-1. And I always like to make the joke that I was certainly never athletic enough to cut it out on the field, so that's why I'm up here in the box judging everyone out on the field. Certainly think I've got the easier job of those two. 0-1, and we'll have a pickoff attempt over at first. That one getting past, and now taking off for second is Bevel. Head first slide, and he's in safe. Bevel in scoring position. Count is 0-1 to Christensen. Straps pitch, missing low for a ball, even count. One and one to Christensen. Number 6, who is batting 6th, and that pitch high for a ball. Ashton Renus in the on-deck circle, should we reach that far. Now the 2-1. And looked like for a second that Bevel was about to take off and try and swipe third, but he holds up. Pitch is taken for a ball. Seen a few stolen bases here in these 2 games thus far. Straps 3-1 delivery, and that one catching the zone for strike 2. Full count to Caleb Christensen. Payoff pitch. Fastball low for ball 4, and now taking off for third. Dangerous moment on the base pass, but Bevel is in standing up. Runners on the corners after the walk.
Number 11, third baseman Ashton Renus.
Here comes Ashton Renus. Renus with 2 down and 2 on here in the bottom of the second. 2 already across the plate for the Astros, and they're threatening for maybe 1 or 2 more. Base hit would certainly score Bevel over at third, and depending on how deep that said hit would be, could potentially score Christensen as well, but so busy talking about hits. The count is 0-1. Strike into Renus. Renus getting maybe some instruction down the line from his third base coach. Takes a look at the wristband that he's got. Maybe with some signals. Kind of like a quarterback. Oh, 1. Runner takes off. And that throw getting over the head of the third baseman, Dyla. Bevel is going to trot on home. 3-0. Christensen safe at second as well. So a bit of trickery right there as runner Christensen taking off from first to second, maybe trying to bait a throw from Adams to second to try and score the runner at third. They'll get the run anyways as that one is hit hard over towards third. Nice play by Dyla. Throw on the way, and they got him. Nice play to end the inning by Max Dyla. That's going to do it for the first. As 3 come across for the Astros, it's 3-0 on 2 hits and 2 errors. We'll be right back. More baseball, top of the second, upcoming right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
We welcome you back to Story on Bankfield, Fargo, North Dakota. And maybe you can't quite see it on your screen, but believe it or not, there is a bit of sunlight that is poking out across the horizon as we approach the evening hours here 6:57 your local time, 3 minutes before the projected start for Game 2, but instead it's the top of the second of Game 2. Post 400 leading 3-0 over Post 17 Watertown. It's going to be the heart of the order due up for Watertown, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. And we'll start off with Nathan Briggs, the cleanup man. Laura back on the mound for inning number 2 of pitching. And the first pitch to Briggs. Fastball, and Briggs gets a hold of that one, carrying out towards the gap. That's going to drop for a base hit. And he's going to go for 2. We'll see if they can get him. The throw on the way, and no. Head first slide. It's a leadoff double for Nathan Briggs. Good start for Watertown. So here comes Max Flatten with a runner in scoring position. 3-0 your score, but Watertown already threatening to cut into that deficit. First pitch to Flatten inside for a ball, 1-0. Flatten, then Dominic Jones in the on-deck circle. Max Dyla due up after that as the pitch comes in to even the count. Briggs the man over at second after his double out into the gap between left and center. 1-1. Big chop right there from Flatten for strike 2. Lura looking for out number 1. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs for a ball, even count. That fastball missing just high. Two on the way. And a nice job to knock that one down by Jack Demers behind the plate. Ball missing low, and it fills up the count. Payoff pitch. Just fouled off. Flatten, nice job to get a piece of that one, and he stays alive. Now the 3-2. And it's inside for ball 4. Flatten walks, and it's 2 on with no down. Here comes Watertown. Dominic Jones up next.
Number 10, extra hitter, Dominic Jones.
Flatten over at first, Briggs over at second for Jones. And Laura has found himself in a bit of a jam. First pitch to Jones, and he fouls it off the other way. Another warning shot over towards that dugout. Bouncing off of the screen, and now it's a race between Semenko and one of his coaches, and Semenko's going to win that race. He'll go shag that foul ball. Jones will take it as an opportunity to clear his mind and settle back in. He's looking at an 0-1 count. Second pitch to Jones, and that one missing outside. It's knocked down by the glove of Demers, and that might have saved a base or two for post 400. Briggs holding up at second. The 1-1. That one missing high for ball 2. Now Jones will get a few instructions from his third base coach. Settle back in, hitters count at 2-1. And he flares that one over the head of the second baseman, Bevel. It's going to drop for a base hit. And being held up at third is going to be Briggs. Throw back over to third. Can't quite get the tag down on him, and it's the bases are loaded. Second hit of the inning for Watertown. They're really starting to mount some pressure. Here's Max Dyla with ducks on the pond. 0 outs as well. First pitch, Dyla Takes a fastball low and down the middle for a strike. Oh, 1. Taken for ball 2, and here comes the runner home. It's Briggs, and he is in sliding safe. It's 3-1, Watertown on the board. Count even as well. Two-run ball game, and one swing of the bat might tie it up right here as that pitch is taken for a strike, 1-2. Jones over at second, Flatten over at third. The 1-2 from Lura. Grounded over towards short. One run should score as the throw is on time over towards first base. The Astros will trade a run for an out. Flatten scores, and it's 3-2. Here comes Dane Plunkett. He's got a runner over on second. First pitch to Plunkett is in for a strike. And it'll take that one for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Plunkett. One down with the runner Dominic Jones over at second. Pitch on the way, and it's taken low for a ball. Good eye by Plunkett. He'll stay alive in the count. The 1-2. High for a ball, even count. Lura from the stretch, his 2-2, and a swing for strike 3. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and out number 2 of the inning. That'll bring up Carter Schmidt with 2 down and a runner on second. Schmidt, the number 9 hitter. 9 of 10, it's worth noting, as Watertown employing the extra hitter. It's grounded right back towards Lura, and he fires over to first for out number 3. That's going to do it here for the top of the second. Watertown gets 2. It's 2-3. One-run ball game here on Magnitude Sports. We'll see if the Astros have a response right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
We rejoin you here, bottom of the second inning, 3-2 your score. The Astros lead by 1 run. Watertown with 2 in the top of the second. Due up for the Astros, it's going to be the pitcher Chase Lura, Owen Shannon, then the top of the order, and Nick Hasbargen. Those are the 3 due up against Leo Strapp, who's out for inning number 2 of pitching. Strapp getting the start here in game 2. He was the leadoff man in game 1. Strapp batting second here in game 2. And it looks like we're about ready to get underway. Chase Lura going to settle in.
On the second inning for the Astros, batting 8th, number 13, the pitcher, Chase Lura.
First pitch on the way to Lura, and he swings through for strike one. Strap placing that one on the inside part of the zone, and at least from here, it almost looked like it had a tiny bit of drop to it. Maybe taking a little bit off of that one. His second pitch going to be taken to even the count. 1-1 to Chase Lura, the number 8 hitter. Even count dealing on the way, and it's taken for strike two. Pitcher's count now at 1-2. Strap looking for out number one. One, two, hit hard over towards short. Should be playable for Briggs. He charges in and fires. Throw in time for out number one. Easy as you like. Little 6-3 ground out action. And it brings up Owen Shannon.
Number 5, outfielder Owen Shannon.
Shannon settling in for his first at-bat of the night. Did not see the field in game one. Here he is batting in game two, and we'll see what he has in store. Saw a little bit of Shannon in the blue and white series. He takes the first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 on the way. Shannon chops it over towards third. And a nice play into the hole. The throw on the way, and he's safe. Nice hustle by Shannon. Boy, that would have been a heck of a play over at short. First base runner of the bottom of the second for the Astros. That brings up the leadoff man, Nick Hasbargen. Hit number 3 for the Astros. Hasbargen 1 for 1 with one of those hits. A single coming back in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and it's taken for a ball. On the way. Fouled hard and over towards that dugout area again, but that time bouncing off of the fence. Much to the relief, I'm sure, of those Watertown players. The count is 1 apiece. Pickoff attempt back over at first base. Sliding in safely is Shannon. To take a moment to thank a few of our sponsors as well. Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union, Close Mentor, and Signorama. I'd like to thank them for their contributions and making broadcasts such as these possible. 1-1 to Hasbargen as the runner takes off for second. It's going to be called a strike. And Shannon is in, sliding safely. 1-2 now to the leadoff man. It looks like Max Kirkby over in the on-deck circle, ready for a backup ball to present the umpire. And we'll resume this at-bat, 1-2. Strap from the stretch. It's flared out towards center field. Schmidt will play back, and now taking off for third is going to be Shannon. Shannon being waved home, and he's going to score. It's 4-2. It's a 2-run lead restored for the Astros. Chalk that up as base hit number 4 for post 400. And it brings up Max Kirkby. Kirkby 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. He's got Hasbargen over at second with one away. And the first pitch Kirkby takes outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Inside for ball 2, and no, it actually hit him. That is why Hasbargen stayed put over at second. Kirkaby hit by pitch. He'll reach base. 2 on, 1 down. Here comes Gunnar Majerus. Majerus 0 for 1, grounding out his first time up. Hasbargen at second, Kirkaby at first. First pitch from Strap to Majerus. Just missing the zone on that one. It's ball 1. On the way as the runners take off. And they're both going to be in safe. Hasbargen safe at third. Kirkaby safe at second. 2 runners now in scoring position for the Astros. The rare double steal. Don't see that too often, but we just saw one right there. So for you folks at home playing baseball bingo, you can mark off that spot on your card. Majerus fouls that one off to make the count 2-1. I keep saying stuff like baseball bingo or during basketball season, basketball bingo. I think one of these days I might have to go out and actually make a bingo card. I can mark it off and play along with you guys. As the pitch comes in inside for a ball. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch from Strap on the way. And it's going to be a line drive dropping into the outfield for a base hit. Hasbargen's going to score. Kirkaby being waved home. And they're both going to be safe. A 2-run base knock for Gunnar Majerus. And that increases the lead 6-4.
Catcher number 12, Jack Demers.
That brings up Jack Demers. Demers 1 for 1 singling his first time up. And the pitch coming inside for a ball. 1-0. Who knows, maybe if we even get a bingo, if I ever follow through on this idea, maybe even offer up a prize, like, say, a steak dinner. Here's the 1-0. Popped up very high. Giving chase is Dyla over from third base, and he's going to make the catch out in foul territory. Nice play for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 22, Carson Bevel.
That brings up Carson Bevel with 2 away. Bevel walking his first time up. He's got Majerus over at first base. First pitch from Strap on the way to Bevel. He takes it for strike 1, and Majerus will take second base. In scoring position after the steal. Count at 0-1 to Bevel. Pitch on the way, hard line drive right back towards the pitcher. Getting through and being waved home is Majerus. And he's going to be in standing up. It's an RBI single for Carson Bevel. That makes it a 7-2 ball game.
Shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
Christensen stepping in now. He's 0 for 0 walking his first time up. He's got a runner on first in Carson Bevel. Pickoff attempt back over at first. Not quite coming to fruition. Now here's the first pitch. Runner heading over towards second. It's a strike taken throw. Nearly got there, but a head first slide by Bevel. He's in safely. Count is 0-1 to Christensen. Second pitch on the way from Strap for the at-bat. And it's knocked down by Adams behind the plate. Count even. From the stretch, Strap will check the runner. Now his pitch on the way. Even count dealing is high for ball 2. Two and one to Caleb Christensen, the number 6 hitter. Here's the pitch. Popped up high into the evening sky. Giving chase is Adams, the catcher, and he makes the catch. Nice play behind the plate by Nolan Adams. That's going to do it here for the bottom of the second. Your score, the Astros, they played home a few, and at least on here we have 7-2. The scoreboard at Starion says 6-2. We'll get that sorted out here, but we'll take a quick break and be right back with more baseball. Astros score a few here in the bottom of the second. Be right back after this.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Alrighty, we rejoin you here for the top of the third inning, and we have gotten confirmation that it was 4 runs that came across, so it is 7-2, and I breathe a sigh of relief because I've been keeping score on my phone, and let me tell you, I've made some fixes on that app before, but I would have had to go back many, many batters to fix the score, and that's a task that I'm not sure I would have been capable of, but fortunately, at least this time I was right as the pitch comes in for strike 1. Believe me, that's something that I like saying, but it's usually about 50-50 whether I am right or not, so fair disclaimer on that. And that one hit him. Nolan Adams is going to take his base, and it's a good start for Watertown. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order and Blake Davis. Adams, the catcher, made a nice play to end the inning, and then he'll start off the top of the third by reaching base on a base on balls, I guess technically hit by pitch. But it all counts the same as the first pitch comes into Davis for strike 1. He's 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. 5-run ball game here. We saw Watertown bring home 2 in their last trip to the plate. See if they can repeat that feat or maybe even squeeze home a few more. Quick 0-2 count to Davis. Lara pounding the outer part of the strike zone. Oh, 2. Outside, but couldn't quite get the chase. Nice plate discipline by Davis. Count 1-2. One-two on the way. It's chopped over towards the pitcher, Lura. Lura thought about trying to get the lead runner. Instead, he'll take the easy out over at first. It's one down, a ground out for Davis. That brings up Leo Strap with a runner on second and one down. Adams being advanced over on the ground out. First pitch, and it's chopped through by Strap for strike one. Strap walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. Oh, one pickoff attempt first, and nearly got him. Looks like Bevel was trying to appeal for it. He also tried to hold up Adams over at second. Trying to tag him again. He really wanted that out. He's not going to get it. Count remains 0-1. Pitch on the way. Strap chops it over towards third. Renas charging in. He'll fire over to first. As the runner, Adams, will advance again. It's now 2 down after another ground out. So a runner 90 feet away from scoring run number 3 as it brings up Charles Larson. Larson 0 for 1, flying out his first time up over towards Max Kirkaby, out in foul territory. That's how the top of the first ended. And now with 2 down, might history repeat itself in the top of the third, or can Larson bring home Adams and cut into that deficit? Pitch is taken to put the count at 1-0. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way, and it's popped up high and foul. And after about a few paces, everyone in the infield realizing it's out of play unless you are Mr. Fantastic. Boy, wouldn't it be something seeing him over at first base. As the 1-1 comes in, that one popped up high, might drop. Chase being given, and it bounces off of the glove of Bevel. Adams is going to score. Watertown brings one home, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-7. It'll be officially charged as an error. Well, Watertown is not going to care as they bring one home here in the top of the third. Larson over at first now. Here's Nathan Briggs, who had a double to deep left center his first time up. That one started off the top of the second. Briggs takes the first pitch for a ball. The 1-0 and a big chop by Briggs right there. He's aiming for that same spot. Laura able to sneak that one past him to even up the count. One, and it's just fouled off. Briggs, nice job to get a piece of that one. Now it's a pitcher's count at 1-2. Lura looking to get out of the inning. One-two, Lura. Got him to swing, but a nice job. Briggs squaring up his bat to that one and sending it out the other way. Foul ball, and he stays alive. The 1-2. High and inside for a ball, even count. And once again, it's twos, so shake your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Two. Swung through for strike 3. Drop third strike, so they'll fire over to first base, and they get the out. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That's going to do it for the top of the third inning as Watertown brings home one. 3-7. It's a 4-run ball game here on Magnitude Sports. We'll get a few words from your sponsors and be right back with more baseball. Don't go anywhere. Good one brewing here.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
We're back. It's the bottom of the third. It's the Astros, and it's Watertown, and it's 7-3, a 4-run ball game. Astros looking to maybe pad their lead here. Due up is going to be Ashton Renas, Chase Lura, and Owen Shannon. Bottom of the order upcoming. And the first pitch to Renas, he pops up high, out in foul territory, and making the play out in foul territory is going to be Blake Davis for out number one. One pitch, one out, peak efficiency right there. Renas now 0 for 2. He grounded out his first time up. Here comes Chase Lura, who was 0 for 1 of a ground out of his own coming back in his first trip up to the plate. Unofficially 60 pitches for Leo Strapp. That one number 61. And it comes inside for a ball. 31 balls and 30 strikes. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Here's the 1-0 to Lura, and he swings at that one. Couldn't quite tell if he got a piece of it or not. The ball took a weird bounce. It's not going to matter either way as it goes down as a strike, however. It's 1-1. Strapp delivering again. His pitch outside for a ball, too. 2-1 to Lura. Two one on the way. Outside for ball 3. Hitters count to the number 8 hitter. 3-1 pitch, and it's swung on for strike 2. Full count now, 3-2. Nice battle between pitcher and pitcher. Payoff pitch. And he got him swinging. It's a drop third strike, so we'll take off over towards first base. The throw on the way, and it's not in time. Lura over to first on his strikeout. That puts a runner on with one down for Owen Shannon. Shannon 1 for 1 with a single. Now, looks like one of the coaches just taking a look at the catcher, Adams, maybe fixing a piece of equipment. We can only hope that's what he's doing and not examining an injury. But it appears to be he's just adjusting something. Let me tell you, I've referenced this before, but catcher, a very taxing position both mentally and physically. Not only do you have to deal with tipped foul balls and catching some heaters of pitches, but you are crouched down there so much, it's an easy recipe for early onset arthritis. Here is Shannon. First pitch on the way, and he takes it inside for a ball. Fake throw right there by Adams. Just trying to keep Lura honest over at first base. Count 1-0. Straps pitch as the runner takes off. It's in for a strike, and sliding in safely with a stolen base is going to be Chase Lura. Count even at 1. Now here's the 1-1. Hit hard over towards third and getting past. That's going to go through for a base hit. Heading on over to third is Lura. It's going to put runners on the corners. It's a one-out single for Owen Shannon, his second single of the game. We'll also have a courtesy runner, Malachi Wermeyer, coming in for Lura, as Lura will presumably get ready to go pitch. Maybe a hint of irony there, as a catcher like Wermeyer usually has the courtesy runner for him, but now he is the courtesy runner. Get to experience both sides of the coin there. Runners on the corners after hit number 7 for the Astros. They've also got 7 runs. And here's the leadoff man, Nick Hasbargen. 2 for 2, he's halfway to the cycle, a single and a double. And it looks like umpire's going to rule a balk. So Lura will score. And over to second goes Wermeyer. 5-run lead restored for post 400. It's 8-3 after the balk. Hasbargen's got a runner in scoring position. Wermeyer over at second base, and he's looking at an 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, and it's hit hard on the ground, and getting past again is Wermeyer. Is going to be waved home. Home goes Wermeyer. He's going to be the 9th run of the game for post 400. It's 9-3, the Astros lead. Another hit for Hasbargen. Now his third. He has been scorching hot at the plate today.
Right fielder number 1, Max Kirkeby.
That brings up Max Kirkeby. Kirkeby 0 for 1, striking out and then walking his last time up. 6-run ball game here in the bottom of the third. Pickoff attempt back over at first. Hasbargen ready for it. On the ground he goes face first and hand on the bag. First pitch to Kirkeby as we have another steal attempt. And sliding in safely is going to be Hasbargen. Another stolen base for the Astros and another runner in scoring position. Kirkeby looking at a 1-0 count as well. The 1-0 Kirkeby holds up on his swing, but it catches the zone. Nice pitch right there to even the count. 1-1 from Strap. Here's the third pitch of the at-bat. Just outside for ball 2. Runner taking off for third as the pitch comes in. It's fouled straight back. Hasbargen wanted third there. Kirkeby fouls it off, and the count back to even, 2 apiece. Just a little over an hour into this ball game. Hour and 2 minutes since the first pitch, which came in at 6:35. And for some quick mental math, or a quick glance at your phone, it's now 7:37. So the math checks out. 2-2. Line drive, and that one nearly caught. It's going to get through the hole. Hasbargen taking off, and he's going to be waved home. It's an RBI base hit for Max Kirkeby, his first hit of the game. The Astros with 10 runs. It's 10-3.
First baseman number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
That'll bring up Gunnar Majerus, who's 1 for 2, grounding out and then singling his last time up. Majerus has Kirkeby over at first after his RBI single. 9 hits now for the Astros in this ball game. They continue to swing hot bats throughout this doubleheader against Watertown. First pitch inside, and it hit him. Majerus will take his base. It's 2-on.
Catcher number 12, Jack Demers.
That brings up Jack Demers. Demers also 1 for 2, singling and then flying out his last time up. And here comes the infield, and here comes the coach. It's been 80 pitches for Leo Strapp, and we'll see if that's the cutoff for him. And it looks like we have a new man walking out to the mound, and it's going to be exactly that. Trying to gauge exactly who it is. And it looks like it's going to be Dominic Jones coming in to pitch. So Dominic Jones will come in for relief for the starter Strapp. Here in the bottom of the third, 1 down for Jones, as he gets a few words from his catcher. Looks like another adjustment of the catcher Adams' shin guards as well. And he'll trot back over behind the plate to go warm up. So we'll take a quick break when they warm up and come back. Bottom of the third, 10-3 your score. We'll be right back with more baseball after these warm-ups conclude. Oopsies, did not mean to hit that. But we will come back with more right after this pitching change here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Back in action here in the third inning, and the odd look you might see on the scoreboard is completely my fault, accidentally hitting end of third there, so I'll try my best to resolve that in between innings if I can commit to memory the fix that Mike made. As the new pitcher Dominic Jones is in after his warm-ups. The first pitch comes inside to Jack Demers for ball 1, and I'd like to give a shout out to my man Chris right now, who's on the task already, so hopefully we will get that resolved here as soon as possible. Chris doing a nice job helping me out with camera and fixing any technical difficulties today, I gotta say. Making my job a whole lot easier. Here's the 1-0, and that one inside, and it hit him. Jack Demers hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded. So bases loaded for Carson Bevel, who's 1 for 1, walking and then singling. 10-3 your score here in the bottom of the third. Demers, Majerus, and Kirkeby the 3 on. And that one getting past and holding up. Took a nice bounce off of the backstop. Kirkeby will hold up at third. Count is 1-0 to Bevel. Jones working from the stretch. His pitch, a big chop right there from Bevel. Count even at 1. I think you could tell a swing like that Bevel wanted the grand slam, but we'll have to be patient here as the count is now even. Some more baseball lingo. Grand Slam actually originates from the card game Bridge. As the pitch will come in high for ball 2, which is a term used in the game of Bridge where one player wins all tricks with one hand. And I'll be honest, I'm not a Bridge player, so I might have gotten a few slight details of that wrong, and I'll be honest that I really don't know what that means, but I do remember reading that somewhere once. Another pitch and another big chop by Bevel. Count is 2-2. All you card aficionados watching at home might know what I'm referring to. All I know about Bridge is that it's the game that the grown-ups play at our family reunion and tell the kids not to bug them while they're doing it. 2-2 to Bevel, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, and he takes that pitch outside to fill up the count at 3-2. Now Whist, on the other hand, that's a game that I can get down with. Payoff pitch from Jones. Bevel hits it over into foul territory, carrying out a play. And he'll live to see another pitch. (3-2). High for ball 4. Bevel walks, and Kirkaby will score. It's 11-3. Here comes Caleb Christensen. Christensen 0 for 1, walking and then flying out his last time up. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Majerus over at third, Demers over at second, Bevel over at first. Those are your base runners. The Ducks on the pond, or as I like to say in the past, the faces on the bases for the Astros. It was a phrase I used a lot last year with the bases loaded, and I'll be honest, just remembering about it now, so I will try and stay consistent and bring that back for this season as well. 2-0 pitch. Taken high for ball 3, 3-0. Jones working from the stretch. His pitch on the way and dropped in for a strike. 3-1 the count. Jones trying to battle back here in this at-bat. 1 down for Watertown, and they'd love to get a quick 2 outs right here. Their bats have come to life here in these past few innings. Played across 3 in the past 2 half frames. 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Christensen walks, and another run will score. 12-3 your score now here in the bottom of the third. And in comes the infield once again. Ashton Renas will step in with the bases loaded, but we'll see what this meeting entails first. And it looks like coach is making a signal as he grabs the ball. We'll see exactly what is going down here. We will not make any premature assumptions about what's happening, but now it looks like Jones is sauntering off from the mound, and we've got a new man on the mound for Watertown. We'll get his name and number. And after that, we'll take another quick break for warm-ups, as you can see him getting stretched. And so it's going to be number 22 coming in to pitch for Jones, and that's going to be Blake Davis. So Blake Davis is going to get a few warm-ups in. We'll take a quick break and be right back after his warm-ups here on Magnitude Sports. Bases loaded, bottom of the third, 1 down for the Astros. Don't go anywhere to see what happens next.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Alrighty, we're back. Davis getting his warm-up pitches in and getting his first real pitch in as well. It's in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Ashton Renas. Renas with the bases loaded. 0-2 with a ground out and a fly out. And the pitch coming in, it's tipped foul by Renas. Quick 0-2 count. Davis going to work here, trying to get out of a jam. Big 0-2 pitch up coming from Davis. And it bounces in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 the count. Now here's the 1-2 on the way. And it's taken. Strike three. Got him looking. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout in your second out of the inning. And a big one from Blake Davis.
The pitcher, number 13, Chase Lura.
Here's Chase Lura. 0-for-1 grounding out. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he reached on a dropped third strike last time. The reason I say that is when I try and enter it on my phone in the scoring app, every time you say drop third strike, it forces you to give them the out. So I usually just put in walk. I see walk, but I'm about 99% certain it was Lura who reached on the drop third strike. The count is 0-1 to Lura. And he hits that one, carrying out towards the hole. A nice diving stop. We'll see if they can get the throw off. They can't. Demers is going to score, and it's a 10-run ball game, 13-3.
The left fielder, number 5, Owen Shannon.
It was a tough play to make there. Would have been a heck of a play if they would have gotten the out. Instead, it's going to be an RBI single, and it'll bring up Owen Shannon, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles of his own. Also have a courtesy runner over at first. It's going to be Weremeyer coming in to run again. That one going down as hit number 10 for the Astros. And Shannon flares that one out towards the outfield, carrying and dropping for another hit. Owen Shannon is now 3 for 3, and he's thinking 2. And he's in, sliding head first and safe. It's a 2-run double for Owen Shannon, and 2 more runs come across for the Astros.
Center fielder, Nick Hasbargen.
That brings up Nick Hasbargen, the leadoff man. It's now 15-3 your score. And Hasbargen having himself a day at the plate. He's 3 for 3 with a single, a double, and a single. He's got 2 on with 2 down. That pitch getting past and being waved home is Weremeyer. He's going to touch home and make it 16-3. Shannon will advance over to third as well. Want to know the count to Nick Hasbargen. That pitch taken for ball 2, 2-0. Davis working from the stretch. Pitch on the way, near swing right there by Hasbargen. He lays off. Hitters count at 3-0. Kirkeby will go get that ball. 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4. Hasbargen reaches base for the 4th time today. Puts runners on the corners. for Max Kirkaby. Kirkaby 1 for 2, striking out, walking, and then singling his last time up. And the lefty will settle in for his 4th plate appearance of the night. First pitch on the way to Kirkaby. He takes it for ball 1. Pitch outside, ball 2. Kirkaby has a hitter's count. Davis kicks and fires. His pitch knocked down by the catcher Adams. Shannon will hold up over at third base. Another 3-0 count. Should Kirkaby walk, that would load the bases for Gunnar Majerus. Davis will check the runner over at third. Pitch on the way, and that one taken for a strike. 3-1. Davis trying to battle back. Just one more out needed to get out of the inning here for Watertown. It's been a very successful inning for Post 400. 9 coming across for the Astros. Three-one pitch, and it's taken. Ball 4 and taking off for home, and sliding in head first is Shannon. He's safe. 17-3 your score. So I guess I stand corrected. I said if he walked, that would load the bases for Majerus, but the bases are not loaded now. Runners on first and second for Gunnar Majerus, who's 1 for 2, grounding out, singling, and then walking. And the first pitch is behind him. Almost got a piece of him, but he gets out of the way. Hasbargen over to third, Kirkaby over to second. Count is at 1-0. Now, Nolan Adams will have a word with his pitcher over on the mound. As Majerus waits, he'll get a few practice swings in. 1-0 to the first baseman. One-0 pitch. High and outside for a ball. 2-0. Davis deals that one, catching the upper part of the zone, strike 1. Two and 1 to Gunnar Majerus. Pitch on the way. Majerus getting a hold of that one out towards the outfield grass, base hit. Scoring is going to be Hasbargen, and being held up at third will be Kirkaby. It's an RBI single for Gunnar Majerus, his second hit of the game. Runners on first and third for Jack Demers. They're going to call it. So it's 18-3. I guess a de facto walk-off for Gunnar Majerus. 15-run rule coming into effect. So your final score here on Magnitude. As I'll pull up final score here, or do my best I can. 18-3 your final score. 15-run victory for Post 400. They take care of business in 3 innings in both games, and that's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. As we'll be right back at it again tomorrow when we cover Post 400. They're going to travel down to Brookings, South Dakota. Have a 9-inning game there. That one taking place at 1 o'clock. But for Eric Oxen and for Chris, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. had a great time doing these games, and I hope you guys had a great time watching them. We'll be right back, and you guys have a great rest of your night. Hope to see you all again soon.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.